Hi, I'm AC Strange, and this is the Bad Movie Show, episode 72, The Cop Show. I'm reviewing 3 different cop movies that are all horror comedies, and all 4 cops in these 3 movies are sergeants. You know, I think that's cool. So why don't we get started, okay? With WOLFCOP, not rated, 2014, Image Entertainment. Like that one? Written and directed by Lowell Dean, starring Leo Farfaro, Amy Medicio, Sarah Lind, and Jonathan Cherry. I'm really doing my best with these names. So we have Deputy Lou Guru, who is the worst cop in a small town of Woodhaven. And he's just terrible. He's always drunk. He wants nothing to do with the job. And one night, during a disturbance call, he gets knocked out. He wakes up the next day with hair he can't shave, heightened senses, and a giant pentagram carved in his chest. And Lou's ready to get up and go to work. They find the body of a mayoral candidate, and he tries to solve that case on his own while dealing with his first transformation. Now, with the help of his friend Willie, he tries to solve the most important case, and that is, who turned him into the wolf, and what does it have to do with the death of his father? Now, this is pretty badass. Has great gore, really cool, sexy, has an A-T moment. Dude, you know I love that. I'm gonna give this a 4.5 and a buy it. Oh yeah, Wolf Cop! I had lots of fun watching that one. Next up, we have Sergeant Kabukiman, N.Y.P.D. Not rated, 1990, and it's a trauma teen release. Screenplay by Lloyd Kaufman, Andrew Osborne, and Jeffrey W. Sass. Directed by Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Hers. Starring Rick Giannossi, Susan Bayun, Bill Whedon, and Fumio Furuya. I'm really trying with these names. You like it? Working hard. Okay, so we have Sergeant Harry Griswold, who's a good cop, and he goes to a kabuki performance of The Odd Couple. Now, during the show, when the performance gets up with a machine gun, starts shooting the performers and the audience. Now, Griswold jumps into action, saves a young woman named Lotus, and her grandfather grabs him, kisses him before he dies, passing him the spirit of Kabuki, or the spirit of the Kabuki man, who's a supernatural Japanese clown who has special powers. Now, Griswold's partner, Connie LaRosa, knows a little too much on a case that she's on her own with, and that gets her jumped and raped. Now, Griswold tries to stop it, but he gets beaten brutally, and it turns him into the Kabuki Man. And he goes and kicks all those guys' asses, pulling them apart, killing them in the most insane ways. But that doesn't stop LaRosa from dying later on at the hospital. Now, Griswold, bent on revenge, tries to get back at these bad guys, but it goes terribly wrong. So he goes to look for Lotus so she could teach him about his powers, so he could come face to face with the evil men responsible for his partner's death. This is one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen since I started reviewing movies. Forget about one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen, exclamation point. Definitely the most original superhero / cop movie. Very gory, goofy, and brutal. weird combination. You got who? It's the beauty of Troba.
Thank you, Mr. Kaufman.
Thank you, Mr. Kaufman. I'm gonna give this a 3.5 and a C it. Like I said, very original, and I dug it. Weird, gross, all those wonderful things you love about Troba. Okay, now last, but certainly not least, we have Dead Heat, 1988 rated R, New World Pictures, written by Mark Goldblatt, directed by Terry Black, starring Treat Williams, Joe Piscopo, Darren McGavin, Lindsay Frost, and Vincent Price. Yes! So we have officers Roger Mortis and Doug Bigelow. They're polar opposites, but great partners and even better friends. Right? Now they're on the case to try to find who's behind a string of brutal armed robberies. And they are in the middle of one of these robberies, and they kill these guys and find out that, hey, these guys were already dead before they killed them. Which leads them to Dante Pharmaceutical Laboratories, and while they're looking around, they find a room with a giant monster biker dude, and during that fight, Roger Mortis is killed. A grief-stricken Bigelow, along with their friend Dr. Rebecca, find a machine and reanimate Roger. Now, as a reanimated corpse, he finds that he only has 10 to 12 hours to find out who killed him and why. Now, he has a lot on his plate, hon. He's fighting crazy monsters, undead monsters, reanimated food, and its own decomposition. Okay? This movie is gross. Gross. Funny. Mean. Gross. Just gross. And the best part is that Doug Bigelow, Joe Piscopo's character, through the whole thing, he's like, oh my god, it's gross! You're like, oh my god, he's like, that's disgusting! And I'm like, I just said that too! A lot of people die in this movie. I mean, a lot. I mean, everyone dies in this movie. I really like this movie. I've always liked this movie. I'm going to give this a 3.5, a buy it, and a bad movie gold star. Now, Lonnie gave it a, what'd you give it, hon? He gave it a 4. And he says, buy it too.
I liked it.
We liked it. The CG's kind of corny, but we like the action, and it's a buddy cop movie. It's funny, and like really, it's mean, and a lot of people die, which we thought was cool. So, like I said, 3.5 and a buy it. So that's it for me tonight. What did you think about tonight's show? You got any cop movies worth reviewing? You know how I like it. And until next time, watch more movies. I'm AC Strange, and this is the Bad Movie Show. Thank you. Good night.